some of the best and most important lessons I've learned in life are on the soccer field. It's about intensity. It's about being prepared.
One of the important pieces of soccer is kind of the sense of unity and the kind of special bond you have with a team. It's just a free-flowing game that you have with just the 11 guys on the field, and you kind of have to just work with each other to get a result.
What really captivated me about the game was constant movement, being able to make decisions on your own.
It's about working with others. It's about being part of a team. It's about being a leader, too.
So I first met Tom my senior year of high school. I heard we were getting a goalkeeper coach. I didn't really know much about him. I heard about his background, his pedigree as a soccer player.
And the first thing I remember seeing was his headshot. I was so intimidated by just his headshot. So I remember looking at that and being like, wow, I'm in for something special here.
He was All-American twice in college. He had 3 national championships. He played for the United States U20 team. So we knew his pedigree. We knew he was a great player. The kind of guy you would love to teach your goalkeepers how to play.
The pressure is on Santa Clara's Bruce Broughton. He must hit this goal to keep Santa Clara alive. Tom Henske shakes that lucky glove and hopes that by deflecting Broughton, it will win him a national championship. Henske makes the save. Virginia is the national champion.
But it was more important than that for Staples. We needed someone who also could be an educator and who could be an advisor to these kids, and not just prepare them to play soccer, but prepare them for life outside of soccer when they get to college and after college.
I was injured. I had hurt my foot, which Tom did not like one bit. He didn't see that I was working hard enough. He thought I was doing so much more to show my team that I was actually really wanted to play, and he thought I was doing none of that. So Tom was not happy with me. And so, you know, one day before practice, he sent me a text saying, hey, we gotta talk. Like, we got a problem here. So he pulled me aside the field and said, I'm the most demanding guy there is, and what I want from you is a real commitment. I want you to say, I really want this, I want to go really far with this, and I want to give it 100%. And so right then and there, I remember that practice specifically, I said, I'm in, let's do this. And you know, 3 years later, I finally became an All-American. I got into a great college. Really, I can honestly say I attribute most of that to him.
My senior year, we were in the state championship finals. We were up 2-0 at half, and he basically brought the team together. We're all cocky, I guess you could say, arrogant, gloating a little bit, and I mean, there were still 45 minutes left in the game, but he said, listen guys, it's only 2-0. The most important thing to do from here is to spread your lead. 2-0 was a good, comfortable lead, but it wasn't enough to satisfy him nor the majority of the players. And we ended up winning 4-0, state title, ended up 6th in the nation, so we definitely heeded his advice well. What really stuck with me that day and that afternoon was what he said in terms of you can't pick and choose the times that you're going to strive to be the best. And, you know, that sort of sounds a little cliche, but at the end of the day, he was absolutely right.
Professionally, I spent the last 25 or 30 years in the pharmaceutical industry, first in Big Pharma with Pfizer. Then I later started up my own company called Envision Pharma. I sold that in 2008. I found myself in a position that I needed somebody to help counsel me and decide how I was going to invest my money. I needed a wealth management company. And for me, it came down to trust, because it was not just managing my money, it's managing for the future of my family. He's a nose to the grindstone kind of guy, and he's a champion for his clients. And that's what I needed. I needed someone who's going to be a champion, not just for me, but for my family's future.
He taught me really to reach my potential and to really set goals specifically. He knows that everyone has potential, and he wants to get you as close as you can to that potential.
Throughout the fall, I was in contact with a number of different firms for a summer internship. Didn't hear back from my number one. They were still waiting. I heard back from my number two. I was told I had to give a response, either yes or no, of whether I wanted to commit myself within a couple days. So I committed to my number two choice, and then a week later ended up getting an offer from my number one. So I gave Tom a call, conflicted, not knowing what to do. So he told me there's not that many things that you can control in life, but what you can is your word, and your bond is your word. And at the end of the day, if you can hold on to that, then you're gonna have a better relationship, better work environment. But the second that you lose that or you break that bond, then you've lost a lot. And for me, you know, choosing something and taking the offer, the original offer that I was given, albeit my number 2, was the right decision.
I know I'm gonna grow up, and wherever I'm working in the world, I know that I'm gonna remember these lessons that Tom taught me, and they're still gonna apply.
When I say he's a nose to the grindstone kind of guy and he's a champion for his clients, that is the best. That's what you need in someone who's going to prepare your family for the future long after I'm gone. Someone who's going to be the best at what they do, and someone that I trust. And that's Tom.